So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to, we're going to do the corner grabs on the body. I'm going to show you what to look out for. Here I've got a cleaned, filed body. It's ready for details. And we're going to go around. I've already started this side. We're going to go around and we're going to find the dimples for the grab irons on the ends and the sides. And then I'll also show you with a modernized version of this. That there are a few more other pieces to take care of in terms of drilling. So I got a Dremel with a 79 bit, and then I apologize because I usually work a whole lot closer to my face, but you find the dimple, drill on through, nice and slow like. Dimple in this corner here. Now for the hole, or the dimple that's right along the edge. So I'm not going to drill straight in. I'm going to go in on a small angle. So we'll go ahead and you can see that on camera. So you got the 1, 2, and 3. On the other end, I got 1, 2, and then we'll see the and where is it? Like that. Okay. All right. So the other side, I've already got the corners drilled. Let's look at the ends. Bring down my up visor to make sure I'm pointing at the right bits. There is a dimple right on the lower corner, just like this. And then there is one, where are you? This one right there. I don't know if you saw that. So what I'm doing, after you drill out a hole, there's some dust left over. So if you kind of push it over to where the next hole is going to be, it'll show itself. And you can see right here is the next hole. Just like that. Then there's a smaller grab, just a bit higher. I pushed up that dust, and you can see it fills in the next hole, so it's easier to see. To the other side, there'll be a hole in the bottom corner, which is right here. There we go. There's one right there. Show over the dust. Right there. And up higher, there's 2, 1, and 2. So let's go to the other side, and we'll show you the same thing. So bottom corner, really careful with these bottom corners. They're really close to the edge. 1, 2. That one. I'm just trying to get that dust all around so it shows me where the holes are. There's one right here. Bring it this way. Holes right there. Bring it up. Holes right there. Right there. Holes right here. And the last one right here. So we got all the holes in the body drilled out. Now, for these units with generator, right? So on this corner, the other corners are all the same except for this corner. And there are two different generators, depending on the generator type. I hit it again, okay. So there is, come on, where is it? Trying to find the hole. So this is a small little grab on the door itself. Ah, it slid on me. No, it slid it right where it should be, right there. Just trying to produce some dust. I'm using this resin dust, pushing it around. Help me find the hole. There it is. This one I drilled in on an angle. Again, using that resin dust to find out where everything is. And there's one right down here. So I can't, it's hard to see that one. So one right in the corner here. And there's one right here. All right, you can see that all the dust in there. One of the differences with these modernized cabooses is they have, what do you call them, truck lights? On the four corners they got those kind of truck lights. And on the model, see if I can get it on camera, I put a dimple. There's a dimple there. Oh, shaky, shaky, sorry guys. There's a dimple right there. There's a dimple right there, and a dimple right there. If your prototype has the truck lights, all you're going to do is find that dimple and you're going to drill where the dimple is. Just like this. Now this is only on the modernized vans that you'll find these. So that dimple goes, and then you do the other side here. One. And two. All right, so once that's done, come back with a file. You're just going to remove whatever's left of that dimple on the surface. A nice, doesn't take much, just enough to get that off. All right, and then later on, when you want to go and put on the track lights, you'd open up the hole to the size you need. When you are done doing your drilling, you want to clean this up. So what I do is I take rubbing alcohol. I got this pump from Pharmasafe. I'm just going to spray the outside of the model. Take a soft toothbrush. Just going to clean up the dust. Just like that. All right. Okay. Just do the same on this guy. We drilled all the holes in this one. Rubbing alcohol. Take care of the dust. I find having the alcohol in a pump is quite handy because I use that for thinning my paints as well. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to show you how to do the the corner grabs. I don't think I need to show you how to bend grab irons for the ends. That's relatively trivial. But on your jig, the jig we use for the ladder, you remember we had the ladder and we had the splash guard. This curved part is to form the corner grabs. So I'm going to take some 12.5 thou PB wire. Give myself a length. Don't need much. That much. Okay. I'm going to take, this is a thicker handled X-Acto knife handle. You can use, I don't know, Sharpie, whatever's round. Just going to bend the PB wire around it and see if we can't get it to match the curvature of the jig. And if it's too acute like that, you just kind of open it up just a hair. All right, so there are two legs. There are holes in the jig. There's one here and one here, and we drilled that out in the video when we were making the ladders. So we bend in the bottom leg itself and get it in the hole just like this. I'm just got it in the hole. I'm just adjusting the curve. Find the other hole, which is right there. Sorry, I tried to do this in camera. So I'm looking for the other hole. The other hole is right here. Right, so we're gonna line up the jig, the other hole. Don't have to be perfect, as long as you're consistent. And then we bend that straight back, like that. All right. Bit of a trim. I like to leave a little bit of length on these legs, especially if you're going to paint these separate. You want something to grab onto. So I'll leave that long just for now. So you need 4 of those. 4 of these. If you want to confirm, you know, how good your bend is, and if you want to adjust it, depends how accurate you want to be. So that's pretty close. Close enough for me. And just making sure the legs are kind of parallel to each other-ish. Now, to form the remainder of the corner grab, there is the support hole, which is right here. So we're going to take another piece of PB wire, just like this. We're going to bend one leg in. We're going to insert it into the corner, just like that. All right. Take some flux. I put some flux. You know, even put the flux on the body itself. We're going to be soldering right on this body, just like that is. So that paste flux will actually hold the corner support, just keep it in place. So we're going to take this corner grab, insert it into the 2 holes. To the 2 holes, push it in. And a bit more flux. Okay, we've got our soldering iron. Just a hair of solder. Take a X-Acto knife or whatever you have and just going to touch the joint. think you got it. Yeah. Here we are. Okay. So you do that for all 4 sides. And you kind of just torque this just to see if it's good. And we got to get rid of that flux in the model. So as it's on there, you just flood it with rubbing alcohol. And I got 2 toothbrushes. I got a dirty one that I use for removing flux from models, and this one's clean, right? So we're going to remove the flux with the dirty one. Remove the corner grab. Take your nippers, then on an angle, and remove that extra leg we don't want. And we're left with corner grab. While it's off, because I can still see some flux in the model. Okay, rubbing alcohol for the win. Remember, we drilled these end holes at an angle, therefore my grab iron for the end is on an angle. Bring my optimizer down so I can see what I'm doing. 1, 2, and 3. So it's your option, your choice, whether you're going to apply it to the model now or apply it after. But what I'm going to do, what am I going to do? Oh, I'll do it off camera. But I would take, for consistency, take some styrene. Just give me 2 shakes here. Here's some, I believe this is 0.4 or 0.3. Take my calipers. Let's go to inches. This is 20 thou. Okay. See how this looks. I'm going to cut off a bit of the styrene. Maybe 2 pieces. I'm going to stick it behind this, like that. Okay. Take some, this is my thin CA, and a, is this one open? There we go. I'm going to take a micro brush. Okay. Open up your thin CA, and this is, I hate these things because they always spill. I'm just going to push with my finger, I'm going to push down on the corner grab. On the inside, just take just a little bit of thin CA. We're going to touch it to where the leg comes out on the inside, and that will secure the grab iron to the model. Just like that. Remove the spacer. And you got a grab iron that's beautifully spaced from the body. And if you use the same spacers throughout the model, yeah, that's on there beautifully. Use the same spacers on the bottle, everything will be consistent. So once that's done, come from behind. We're going to nip these ones really on the, I had to nip that really close because the floor sits right there, right? Then the other ones, you just come and nip them however you want. And that's essentially it, you know. On the ends, you got the same thing. You've got an L grab iron, and then you've got a support on the end, and you just bend the L grab iron to fit in these holes. Just like before, you would take the corner grab and you would solder it in there, and then put the spacer, the styrene spacer behind it like this, push it into the model, hit it with thin CA from the inside, and then carefully nip where you need to nip. You just go around the whole model doing that. For me, this piece this is an as delivered, so this has red ends and then you have an oxide body. So what I do when I paint it is I hit the ends with primer. The roof will be on before I paint this. So the ends with primer, the roof for the cupola, that is. Hit it with red, mask off the red. So because I want to mask off the red, I don't want grab irons in the way. So I'll leave these grab irons off and I'll paint them separately. In my case, they're yellow, or dirty yellow, if you will. And then once I mask off the red, then I'll hit the rest with my oxide color, remove the red mask. So, but if you're doing, say, an action yellow caboose, well, your multi-mark is on this B end. So these grab irons for this corner generator unit, which is a bit of a different shape because you got a long support, I leave them off because I paint the multi-mark on. I will go over that when we have the paint video, but I paint the multi-mark on, and the last thing I want to do is to actually use a decal and then cover up all this generator detail. So in this case, I spray the whole body white with the white. I use a white Tamiya primer from a rattle can, nice thin coats, and then mask off the globe, which is white, and then hit it with yellow, a dirty action yellow, and then remove that mask, and then mask off the actual arrow, if you will, and then hit the black, and then take the tape off, and you're done. Hit it, overcoat it, and decal it, and you're good to go. So there we go. That's how we prep the body. And in other videos, we're going to talk about the underframe, the ends, how to assemble all that, the roof. We'll just carry on. So hope you find this helpful. It's quite, if you follow these steps, you can achieve a nice model. You can take it as far as you want or do as little as you want. All right, there we go.